said, there are things we will do here, but I think today myself and teacher Abigail and any other teacher who will come will give you some assignments, okay? But again, we will give you resources. The purpose of those resources so that you can maybe learn something extra, sawa. So that at least even when we come here another time, mesonga mbele, we are not finding you where we left you. Is that okay? Then of course, pia tutatuma. So I think you have a WhatsApp group, right? Yeah. So if we send to the MEWA team, then they'll now send to you. So I'll be very brief, but before I leave, adventurers, because I've been traveling for so long. No, I have decided to read fast. Because I've been traveling for so long and far vast, around 75% of Kenya I have traveled. Number 7. Wow. Me, I've only traveled to Mombasa. I don't know, I can quote mine to be 1%. So tell us your name.
My name is Afzal. I'm an adventurer since I was born in Western Mumias. So I've been traveling a lot. I've lived in Nakuru, Mumias, Avoy, and now I'm.
Oh, wow. So which is the most interesting city you have been, and which is the most boring one?
Luanda.
Luanda is the most?
Yes.
Oh, Luanda. You know Luanda is our place, eh? Yeah, Mnasikia? And then the most boring? Kakamega. Oh, why is Kakamega boring? Sawa. So, amesema you are all invited to Luanda. Eh? Oh, ni samaki alipenda. Sawa. That is okay. So, I know someone may be wondering why are we doing all these things, but we are doing TOT training. Sawa. So, there are a number of items. I think like on Monday you'll be looking at CRP. So today we'll be interacting with the platforms. There is something we have called structuring lessons and all that. So we are going to look at how to code, how to program. Sawa. So yesterday Abigail was saying, touch your head, stand up. Those are instructions, indio? So when you are defining a computer, ama a robot jana, most of us, whether the definition was wrong or right, there was a program somewhere, indio? So a program is also a series of codes, right? Na hizo codes ikona ni instructions basically. So ni instructions tu imewekwa. So tukikrudi, we will be writing some codes, some easy codes. But then we start from easy, then inafaa ipande hivyo. Sijana mlionyeshwa venye we write in blocks, then it's translated in C++. Inamaanisha when you are starting, umeanza na hii rahisi, si ndio? But you are supposed to be challenged to also start learning C++. So inamaanisha next time you won't need to use blocks. Utakuwa unaenda tu utakuwa umekuwa sasa what we now called advanced. So you will be writing the codes very fast you upload. Unaona inafanya, kama ifanyi you go again you troubleshoot. Sawa. Are we together mpaka hapo? And then next week we'll be looking at things like CRP. So whenever you are teaching, kwa ile setting yenye una teach, unafaa ujue kwanza mtoto unafunza ni nani, anatoka wapi. You cannot use the example ya Luanda utumie kwa Mvita, si ndio? Because probably watoto wa Mvita hawajafika Luanda waone huko boats zinakaa aje, are they different with it? I don't know whether you are understanding. Yeah? So what we will do, I'm told it is ready. But I want Abby to take like 5 minutes to introduce what we are going to do in the next mpaka morning session iishe. So nataka akuja introduce, then very fast. So if she introduce for like 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes, then we break for tea by 10:29. How long do you want to take? Taking tea? Remember, the more you give us more time, we give you more content. So how long do you want to take? 15, 10. Okay, how many say 15? Let's vote. Just say kuna by elections, ndio? Yeah. Tuende by election. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 10. It's a tie. Oh, alage hawastaki wa vote. Hata tukiombea 5 niko sawa. Leo ni siku yenu, nyinyi ndio mnaamua. So, kuna mwenye hajainua mkono, si ndio? Because we are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Wewe uko wapi? Uko kwa 15. Sawa. Sasa tutoe 3 minutes kwa hiyo 15, ikuwe ni 12 minutes. So let's have 12 minutes for tea. Iko sawa? So you clap for the young lady as she comes. So you introduce, come 5 minutes, then we break for tea, then we come back to continue. Yes. But the whole idea of us doing introduction, I want you, while you're taking tea, you think of what to expect. Then when we come, the brain will be easy to pick up. Huh? Thank you.
Hello everybody. How are you? Do you still remember my name? Abigail. Right? Kama hii content. Ama tutajua as the day goes by.
Put it.
Sawa. Okay. Sawa. So I've been given 5 minutes, so I'll try and use the 5 minutes or maybe less. So yesterday we learned a few things on robotics. We learned a few concepts like programming, concepts like microcontrollers, sensors, and all that. So today, the majority of what I want us to do today, I want us to focus on programming, right? I would love us to do a lot of programming today. So that is why this is what we have here today. And Mandika Pale, Introduction to Visual Programming. So that is what you want to do today. So now, what do you think visual programming means? I had intended you do it like you think together and then you in pairs and then you share, but dakika tano ni kidogo. So just shoot your hand up and tell me what you think. Visual programming. I think I had you mentioned your name Yasir. Can you take a guess? To the codes. Okay. Hadija. Yes, what do you think? Yeah, something that you can, it's related to what you can see, right? Okay, that's correct. So, visual programming is a way to create programs using pictures, symbols, or blocks instead of writing the long lines of text. Okay? So, as you can see, these examples of that particular kind of programming. And I had mentioned it yesterday, and we saw the platform, we saw Scratch, and we saw Pictoblocks. Do you remember the blocks looked something like this? Yeah. So we are going to go in depth into that. Let us also try and see why should we use visual programming instead of the long lines of text. So the very first reason is that it's easy to understand, even if you have never done programming before. And we have people here who've never done programming before, right? Yeah, so this is for you. And then you can also see how your program works by connecting blocks and pictures. So you can see the blocks that are being connected, the pictures that are being connected, and then easily understand what your overall outcome should operate. And then the third one, it's like solving a puzzle or building with Lego bricks. Have you ever built with Lego bricks? Hizo za kutanisha vile, sio? Yeah, so that is how this works, because you'd see hapa na hapa zinakuja zinaingiana. Right? This part zinakuja zinaingiana. So that is how we build them up together. From the first one, zikishikana vile, paka chini. So now we have a platform that we are going to use for that particular kind of programming, which is called PictoBlocks, okay? We have PictoBlocks and we also have Scratch. So for PictoBlocks, it is a free visual programming application that helps you to create stories, it helps you to create games and to create animations. So kama vile, you've seen the cartoons, maybe, I think SpongeBob is the most common cartoon. We've seen SpongeBob, how there is SpongeBob, there is Patrick, vile wanaongeleshana, any other animation that you've ever seen. So that kind of, because cartoons are not real, there is nowhere in this life you're going to find a cartoon that's actually speaking. But now for them, for that kind of behavior to appear, or for us to have a whole animation like that, it has been programmed. It's programming, a lot of programming that has happened on the back end for us to have like this particular character speaking, this particular character responding to what huyu amesema, changing of scenes from now for SpongeBob inakwanga under the water, from under the water to the skies to Mr. Krabs, is it a kitchen or something? Yeah, then you get to build programs by connecting colorful blocks. Tumeziangalia ziko in color blue, color orange, color kuna purple, so they're colorful. You now see the essence of visual programming. Visual programming. Yes, then it's easy, it's very easy to use, and it's also fun to learn. It is beginner friendly, so you do, as I said, you do not need to know anything about programming for you to get started. And then you will learn by exploring and creating your own projects. At the end of the day, I'm hoping to have different projects from you guys. Sawa sawa. Then here we are told that computers execute commands. So when you create a program for a computer, you give it a set of commands for it to execute. And then it will execute these commands precisely. It doesn't have a brain of its own, but once you program it, it's like you've now told it what it needs to do. So even so, when you tell it the wrong things, it's going to do the wrong things. It doesn't have a brain of its own to decide and know that, oh, the person that has programmed me hasn't programmed me the way I need to be programmed. So exactly the way you program it is exactly what you're going to get. So it's going to execute these commands precisely. And then, unlike humans, computers do not think or question commands like I've just said. They simply follow them exactly as it is written. Sawa sawa. Yeah. And then programming is how you get computers to solve problems. So there are two key elements that are important here. The very first person is you. You are a very key element in programming. So without the programmer, which is you now, the computer is useless. It cannot know what to do because you're the one who has the information that tells it what it needs to do. Sawa sawa. Yeah. And then solving problems. Computers are tools. They are complex tools, admittedly, yeah, but they are not mysterious or magical. They exist to automate tasks. And they exist with us. Without us, as yezi kufanya anything that they can do. Sawa sawa. And then we have three key concepts that we are going to find repeating. We are going to find repeating itself. So we have sequence, we have selection, we have iteration. So sequence is how the instructions are running in order, in a particular order, kwanza kwanza, ikifuatana vile. The selection is the choices that you're going to make on what block to take. And then the iteration is where it can do the same thing more than once. You remember the one ya jana tukisema repeat 10 times? Yeah, repeat 5 times. You can always change. If you see color white vile, those are places where you can write into and put whatever it is you want to put in. Yeah. So I'm told I've taken more than 5 minutes. I think that's that. So when we come back, we are now going to get hands-on and get to work on projects together on this very, 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 very simple platform. Sawa sawa. Okay, back to you. It doesn't have flowcharts particularly, but now based on that, you can get to design a flowchart of your own.
Use case diagrams, you use that when you're building systems. But when you're doing this, yeah, flowcharts would make sense. But now, you have to look at the audience. And if it makes sense, maybe flowchart start, maybe yeah, so maybe in another level or another session. Then for use cases, when you want to do a system, something which is having a backend, probably you need huyu kama ni super user fanye hivi, ama my system, I want this information, I want this from here, go to this, all that. Sawa. Mr. Salim, or the chair, you can guide us on how we take tea. $12 minutes. Yes.
Twendeni tukajinyoshe nyoshe.